That's right. That's right, folks. John Jones and Beatrice Selby. That's right. Outram Park. Bantu King. That's right. Reno Williams. That's right. Good to have you in tonight. That's right. Wherever you folks are joining us from tonight. That's right. Great to have each and every one of you with us, guys, wherever you all are joining us from this evening. Let's fight. Good to have you folks with us. Anne-Marie Selby, Colvis Bino. Good night to you. The technicians who are on duty, let us know if you're hearing the audio loud and clear, folks. Let us know if you're hearing that audio loud and clear. Something play with us here. Let us know if you hear that audio loud and clear. Urban Don Cook, Tessa Lane Eastman, Everett Leonard, Hillbro, Dan Fordyce, Edward Brooms. Good to have each and every one of you, wherever you all are joining us from tonight on the live. Bantu King, technician says loud and clear. Thanks, Bantu. Leslyn, good to have you, Leslyn. And all the other folks who are joining us, great to see you folks. Respect and manners, pace and power. Jennifer Samra, good to have you. Valerie Clark, Jennifer Samra, and all the other folks joining us tonight. It's a brilliant night in the city. The weather is holding quite fine, good folks. The weather is holding quite fine here. Is a live shot from the East Bank, compliments of the Pixel Guyana Inc. company, who got all those cameras set up across the city and on the periphery. Yep, that's a live shot, good folks. A live shot from the, that's a live shot, as I said, from the East Bank. That's Houston on the East Bank, a live shot there. And we're grateful for the folks down at Pixel Guyana Inc. Thanks for that shot, live shot there. That's a live shot. Good to see each and every one of you, wherever you folks are joining us from. We hope the weather is being good to you guys. We got the fight card set and we're ready to go. We're fired up at our end, good folks, and we are ready to go. What about you folks? Martha Harris, Irvin Don, good to have you. Tessalone Eastman, Hazel Chase, good to have each and every one of you. And while I have your attention, might as well give a shout out to folks who help to keep us going at this end. Folks who help to keep us going, the Alistair Collins firm. If you need a good justice of the peace and a commissioner of votes, Toffee David. Folks, look no further. That's what we're telling you all. Ring the bell one time for the firm. Get the answers you need. The Alistair Collins firm. If you get the answers here, where's you going, man? No shucks. Where's you going? As a commissioner of votes, Toffee David, and a justice of the peace, you provide expert guidance and support for all your documentation needs. What else you want? You want blood now? Huh? Expert guidance and support for all your documentation needs, folks. The Alistair Collins firm. They are open Monday through Saturday at the Calian Mall on Lamahar Street. It's so convenient. Monday through Saturday. Love it. Monday through Saturday. 649-6410. Monday through Saturday. Right down there at the Calian Mall on Lamahar Street between Camp and Waterloo Street. Good folks, that's what we're seeing down there. We recommend them highly. 685-6448. We recommend them highly. 685-6448. Highly. We recommend these folks. Like I want to outside now. Oh my, looking so beautiful there on the East Bank. Like I want to outside now. Like I go on outside, you see, good cameras and sound is make it look a little varnish. And that's what I want to tell you. Good cameras and sound is make it look a little varnish. I love it. Some people are getting distracted now, you see. Good cameras and so on. You know, it's make it look nice. You know, for some of us to take off some of the pounds and take off some of the years, yeah. We got some good cameras at our end, Joe. Take off some of the years, you know. You throw the filter, take off some of the wrinkle. Bernice, Cecile, Carol, Antia, Brenda, how we somebody there? Take off some of the years. Irvin Don Cook, Annalisa, Carol, Sabbatry Rose. And give bell one time for Sabbatry. Good to see you, Sabbatry Rose, and all the other folks joining us. As we said, we got the fight card set. We're fired up at this end, good folks, and we are ready to go. We hope that you guys are as well. Bit of the fight card, Netanyahu, teachers training, catfish, Dr. Shell, all of them fight guard. Aaron Abraham, all of them fight guard. Shell, Dr. Catfish, teachers training, Netanyahu. Debbie Morgan, good to see you. Debbie Carrots and Sheena Hazel, good to see you. Good to see you, fantastic folks. Paul Greaves as well. Ring the bell one time for the folks. Ring the bell one time for the regulars. Folks, share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks. Let me go down the road, man. I ain't gonna fight y'all. I will if I have to. God knows I will if I have to fight some of you. Gotta fight some of you. We can do precisely that. We gotta fight y'all. We gotta fight y'all. I want to tell you. I'm sorry. This fight is that. Flight or flight. Now we say fight. We say fight. Flight or fight. Mavis Davis, well. Good to see you, Mavis and Diane and Derek McCalmont and Patricia and Cheryl and Roderick. Jolly. Facebook user as well. Not forgetting Facebook user. However we come, we're giving you guys a shout out. However you all show up, you're getting the shout out. Eula Lafferman Rubens, good to have you as well. And Lester and Edward Charles and Margaret and Facebook user and Michaela and all the other good folks joining us. Guys, we'll probably share the damn live. Let me expose the Twitter, man. Share and expose. Good folks, share and expose. Dion Ayana Bibi Sandy Ford. One Ford, is that a group? It's one Bibi. Diana Bibi Sandy Ford. Good to have you folks. We said we got to fight cat set. We have a move on. Y'all know we're going. Folks, we told you about this young man who went to a bar in Success and, bandits swooped down there because Ben asleep on the walk. Bandits swooped down and snatched up their belongings and cash and kind. And this young man's friend, Anil Jerry, his friend, his cell phone was snatched. And when Mr. Jerry jumped in to give assistance to his friend, well, them boys weren't having it. It's their things. Remember, just come back for the things because then them sleeping. So them boys came back for the things and encountered Anil Jerry and his friends down there. Encountered them and assaulted him badly, gun-butted him, beat him up. Anil Jerry stabbed him in his neck. 18 years old, pursuing studies at the University of Guyana. His mother spoke with Daily News over the weekend. Of course, you could imagine woman investing in his son, grief-stricken whole family. And then the police moving $1 for dollar, good folks. $1 for dollar. That's how they're moving. $1 for dollar. Here is that mother pleading her case for a speedy investigation. Take a look, folks, and take a listen.
Okay, my name is Valerie Jerry. I am the mother of deceased Anil Jerry. Now, I sent my son to Georgetown out here to study, and he was currently studying at University of Guyana in the Faculty of Natural Sciences, specializing in geography. Last year, September, he was admitted to university, and he didn't even complete a year in studying. Now that he was attacked by the bandits, and the matter was reported to BV police station, but the police there didn't turn out immediately. This boy was unconscious after they beat him up. The bandits beat him up. He was unconscious. So I, as a mother, went like 4 times to the station after this thing happened. I don't live out here just because he was attacked. He was taken to hospital. When I got the message, I had to travel out. Me and my husband had to come out to check on him, thinking that he would recover. But it is so sad that he has gone, and that I can't stand the stress as a mother, because this boy I have invested in. I have invested much on him because he is my only son and he was a special person to me. He was like a king when he is being at home. He make me happy since from nursery school going up. He had made me proud. Every time when he do his exam, all the time I used to feel happy for this child. So he was supposed to be a great leader in the future, but now he has gone and left me. I am so stressful at this moment. The police them are not doing their proper investigation. I have went there like many times and I can't understand. This thing was not they didn't give they didn't do no proper investigation until today. After they were not doing anything, I had to go to CID headquarters in Georgetown. And there, the police sent me to a next police station, which is Coven John. And there, I meet up with Sergeant Adams, and he talked to me. And I beg them to do furthermore investigation. Why is it that they are depending on one camera? I am not satisfied up to now because they haven't update me up to now what is taking place. But I really need justice for this boy because he was not ordinary. He was a brilliant child and he had to do a great in his life. So what I want now is for the police to do proper investigation so that I can get justice. As a mother, I am grieving right now. I am grieving for my only son. And everything else, his grades, his everything else is like waste because he is a brilliant child. As I said, he's a brilliant child, and we really thought that he would have been somebody great in future. So what? There was a big delay, I get. That is what annoying me. There was a delay. Why said that police them couldn't have the rank there at BV, couldn't try to get this footage as soon as immediately as this thing happened? Why said that they had delay? Why is it that we as parents had to go to them during night to beg them to get this footage for us? Nothing, there was delay. After we beg them, then that is the time they try to act out towards this incident. But that is not fair to me. It's not fair. When they act immediately, that would have been something positive. But after they take like 8 days to do the footage, what sense does it make? They must be stupid, but I may look stupid. I am not stupid.
You heard that, folks? You heard that grief? Now, if you listen to that, and I heard that but 50 times over the weekend, if you heard that and you're not moved, you might get a little stone in you. Might get a little stone. I ain't talking about God's stone. You might get a little stone in you. That's the opener, folks. That's the opener. That mother asking for justice for her son. Her son, Anil Jerry, just 18 years old. Lost his life so senselessly. And practically wants to say, you heard her did say the grades gone to waste. All the investment. Because somebody who is so callous, hard-hearted, dark-hearted, taken over from the devil, perhaps, taken over by the devil, perhaps, can decide they can take somebody's life so callously, not knowing the repercussions that's going to have on that family for all times, and for a long time. But people don't concern, and then you got a fellow like Robeson sleeping at the wheels. Never can't you know Robeson sleeping. Don't let me stifle my conscience. Now, Facebook user Sean Griffith, you know Robeson sleeping on this work. You know Robeson don't have the testicular fortitude to hit the ground running and crying. running away from crime, more likely, but don't have what it takes to make the tough decisions. Don't have what it takes. And folks, that's the opener. That's the opener for you folks tonight. That mother in such anguish. Oh, if you don't feel some, you gotta watch yourself, you know. If you didn't feel that, if you feel that, you gotta watch yourself a little way. Watch yourself on your sideways too. If you didn't feel that, that's what I'm saying. You gotta watch yourself a little how, Although this whole thing is just preposterous what's going down in this place. Preposterous. What them boys doing asleep? Asleep at the wheel when they should be working in the interest of the people. That being said, folks, thoughts and prayers go to the entire Jerry family. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them. That was the opener. Folks, we want to turn our attention to some of what we're tracking internationally. Some of what we're tracking internationally, folks. There's a lot we got to cover. Pace yourselves. Pace yourselves. Pace yourself. There's a lot we got to cover, folks. But it is what it is when we're dealing with them boys. It is what it is when we're dealing with them boys. Pace and power. Go, folks. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button, folks. And come let me go down the road. You know, we want to move, but the graphics don't seem to want to move with us. They play rugby, you know. The graphics play rugby tonight. We want to move, but the graphics don't want to move with us. We're coming in from around the world, good folks. We're coming in from around the world. And as you saw there, Netanyahu, first up, Benjamin Netanyahu. We're going to share the damn live. We're going to smash the emoji button. And he's faced with all kinds of bucketry on his doorstep. All kinds of bucketry and confusion powder he's faced with. They want to pass a law limiting what the legislature can do because he feels aggrieved that he's being criticized. And all of his programs are not going through because the people there in Israel wants to follow a democratic ethos. And he, like them jagabats, we got here, there's a lot of talks. But Netanyahu is not walking the walk. And so they want to accrue to themselves more power and authority and diminish that of the judiciary and other institutions that are investigating them for wrongdoing. Wicked. That's what's happening there. And so people in Israel have been speaking out. But the last administration, I thought Israel had turned the corner on Netanyahu. Things like this big. I grew up playing with Netanyahu. They're going to be mixed with the vampire. Like Gail and them. Never in my wildest dreams did I fathom I have to go to the National Assembly and fight Gail. They won't step aside and then the young ones pass. She's still there. Like Netanyahu, outserved the usefulness. Outlived it, outserved it, and they're just there. And it's poor chaos and confusion, and they're willing to do anything to cling to power. We can talk with them just now. They said we got at this end to deal with. They said we got at this end. Well, the pundits are saying you're losing control. Netanyahu down there in Israel, over there. Ingrid King, that's what happened in Lester Williams and Donna Joseph, Barbara. That's some of what's going down. Yeah, that's some of what's going down. Downturn likely. The National Monetary Fund is telling us, and this is globally, the folks are watching it, and they're saying a financial downturn. You know, since last year this time, my wife and I sat down when we're planning for the year, the outlook and so on, how we can spend. We determined this thing ain't getting better. That was last year this time. This thing ain't getting better. I said, but we can conserve, we can spend only what we absolutely need to. This thing ain't getting better. This is the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, telling us nothing irregular. Brace it over. Ivan Daly, Leon Logan, or Maddow, even people with money, reducing the workforce, seeing what corners they can cut so they can make it out of the slump. That's what the IMF is saying. This internationally, you see, they have a thought or two for us. We're going to touch on a little later on in the program. That's what we're tracking internationally, folks. Internationally, in another sad story, this is Texas. This tragedy unfolded in Texas, folks. Right? As one sister accidentally shot the other. There's a sad story. Tremendously sad. And you want to know what's happening in this world of ours? We wish we had happy things to report every single night. And we could all have a kumbaya moment every single night. But unfortunately, this is the real world outside. This is the real world that is spinning outside. The bigger sister didn't mean to do it. They found a gun as they were cleaning house. And they were fooling around with it. Just like that. They were fooling around. The sister didn't mean to do it. That's what they tell us. 14-year-old Texan girl shot by her older sister. This was on April 7th, just days before Easter. And what a sad time for this for this family. What a sad time for this family. Right? What a sad time. Fort Worth, Texas is reporting that this young lady, Father have his mercies, right? Natavia Lewis was shot by her sister. Right? Natavia Lewis is her name, this young lady that we're seeing here. Her older sister was 21. And they were spending time together, as sisters do, and found this firearm in a closet. And Lewis's older sister, Natavia's older sister, allegedly said she thought that the gun wasn't loaded, but it went off. And that projectile hit, that bullet hit her sister in her head. And that's it, That's it. They rushed her to the hospital, and that is it. 14 years old, Natavia succumbed to those injuries. Yep. I think the authorities there are pretty much satisfied that this wasn't any foul play by any means, and they said it doesn't look likely that they're going to charge the other sister here. Purely accidental. Purely accidental, but the family has lost a member, and the folks are grieving. So much pain in the world out there, guys. So much pain. We got a lot to deal with at our end. A lot in the Caribbean too. The Bahamas opposition. My God. It's purgatory. It's purgatory between the leader of the opposition and his personal assistant there in the Bahamas. Yep. A lot of problems. This man, they tell us that the personal assistant served in various capacities for the leader of the opposition there in the Bahamas. His Majesty's Loyal Opposition, headed by one Michael Pintard, served in various capacities. And Mr. Pintard decided he was going to let his PA go. Kevin Harris, who had served again in various capacities. He served as his campaign manager for that post as leader of the opposition, and had served as Director General when they were in office for the information services. And then suddenly, Mr. Pintard got the boot, but he said he wasn't going. He wasn't going. He's gone now. He's gone now. Folks, look, we wish them the best. We wish the opposition and government there in the Bahamas the best. The best. We wish them the best. We hope things change. We hope things take a turn around. And the opposition leader there in the Bahamas gets who he wants to serve as his personal assistant. You see? We hope he gets what he wants. We hope he gets it. We hope so. And that he's happy. That's all one can ask for. That is all one can ask for. The crime in Lucia. The crime in St. Lucia. Right? The crime. Folks are watching that. Those of you who are joining us from St. Lucia, what say you? We saw Philip J. Pierre, the Prime Minister of St. Lucia, said he wants the police to use all legal means necessary to bring crime under control. Now that's something we're alien to. Now, those are words we're alien to. But you see, the people are serious. Chinsing Henry, Roxy Daly, Austin. The folks said serious. Dorrit David, Liz Batson, Kurt Heidecken. The folks are serious. Any legal means necessary is the instructions. Crime escalating, spiraling, read yourself. It ain't happening. Everything I say. That's how we are. Burying our heads in the sand, as they say, like the proverbial ostrich. Hoping, praying, it ain't happening for real. Just keep wishing it away, wishing it away. Why the ropes still asleep on the what? Prime Minister there in St. Lucia, showing them up. Any legal means necessary, let's bring it under control. Let's bring it under control. That's what's happening there. That's what I'm tracking. Look, story. Things tight. In Jamaica, 5 workers at a Burger King between December and now stole about $10 million. Right? $10 million. And people want the burger, they want to eat it too. They want the burger and they want to eat it too. You say, this company sales going up and we ain't seeing a difference. It's like we with aisle. Sales increasing, but we ain't seeing no difference. Them boys have the self. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Them boys lash Burger King hard. This is in Jamaica. They lash Burger King hard in Jamaica, folks. That's just how it happens sometimes. Hard lash. I think we home now. We circle back. We're in the 592. We circle back. Terrence Dean and Leon Logan, Michael and Deborah, Julian and Annalisa, Roxanne Gary. Good to see you folks. We're in the 592. I see some of y'all spirit just dropped just one time. Let me move the goal quick before it go missing. See our old chest. Yeah. We home. It's what them boys got for us now. Like some folks still see what's Frankite. Yeah. Watch yourselves out there. Seymour George. Watch yourselves out there. I want to say June. Thanks for the thing, June. Thanks for the thing. June passing through for the diaspora. And such a beautiful soul. Brought some stuff for us. I want to say a big shout out to all the folks down in Maryland who watch us. All the folks down in Maryland who watch us. All the folks out there in the diaspora who got the flags flying high. Put up on your hand. Folks, forgive me there. I couldn't resist. It was right there. Marcel and Paul and Karen, Denise, Andrew, you're in the diaspora and you got the flag flying high. Thank you so much, June, for your kindness over the weekend. It meant a lot to us. Thank you, June, from Maryland. Thank you so much. Respect about us. Keith, Sharma, Carol, Charles, Irma, all the folks. Tell June, thanks for the thing, June. Thanks for the thing. I can see some of you how y'all fast. I want this one. I want this one. Respect and manners. Respect and manners, folks. You all know rodeo this year was something else. The amount of accidents they had on the trail alone slowed down the man so we can arrive alive. But congrats. Congrats, folks, to the king of the rodeo, Joshua Gaskin. The name Gaskin is affecting me a little bit. I can't lie. It's affecting me a little bit. That being said, congrats to Joshua. My memory long like elephant, you know, Winston, Chinsey. Hazel, long like elephant. Yep. Is what I just said. Joshua, yeah, Joshua. King of the rodeo. He's from the pork ranch. Well, you know what's happening there. You know what's going down there? Pork ranch, rancher, named Rodeo King 2023. Yep. Named Rodeo King 2023. Respect and manners. I trained Joshua, let me tell you, Simeon is back. Simeon is back. Bring that creature under control. Tell Joshua everything in. Tell him everything in you, folks. We want to say congrats to the young man. It wasn't easy. I saw some of those horseback riding. Ain't easy. Ain't easy to try to bring those horses, you know, into submission. Them horses are having it. Horses are having it. Rebellious spirit. They ain't having it. But Joshua did what he had to do. Congrats, Joshua Gaskin, again, from the Pork Ranch. Yep, Rodeo King 2023. Well, I hope all the folks that went up there, you know, came back safe. We know we lost at least one brother from Georgetown in an accident. At least one brother Lost in an accident. That being said, good folks, we move on. Some folks seem to have some additional information. Some folks getting at breaks up. Watch yourself. The folks know some, right? I keep hitting the off switch. Breaks up. I understand Nigerians. I understand English language. We advantage in some people. Hold my shut. Hold my shut. But we were happy to see the teachers training going on and so on. We had some training in Region 3 at Zealand and the food come late. Can't get teachers there all day. Come on, folks. All day. We got teachers in this training. Is Zealand? I think I'm correct. You know, we love that our teachers are, you know, expanding their knowledge, sharpening their skill, and so love that. Love that. We can't hit that. Can't hit that. We can join with anybody any day who moving in that direction. You know, ensuring that our teachers stay the cutting edge. That's to all of our benefit. But we can't starve them. They can't walk in to live and we try to kill them. All set of these teachers reached out to us. In their whole day, you know, pursuing academic nourishment to the nation's children benefit. Oh, you promised them snack down there in Zealand. Huh? You cancel this snack. The teachers there. It's all right. Then on these occasions, lunch and snack is provided. Nobody walking with nothing much. Can they say, think there. Think their way. Folks said the lunch came about 2 or 2 o'clock. Come on, folks. We love the endeavor. But a little thing like this is mar everything, you know. And we even get to Carifta Games yet. We even get to the Carifta Games yet. There's a little thing could spoil the whole thing. Just like that. So while we applaud the training and we applaud that our teachers are going after it, can't bring lunch. Here give people no snack. And this is what they agree to. We're gonna come and we're gonna pursue this training and so on, take it in. We want the upliftment, the empowerment, and they give them a little stipend for transportation. Even that, people got to beg for. Come on, guys. Come on. Even that the folks said they got to beg for. Come on, let me teach. Let us treat. Let us treat with our teachers. As our teacher, taught for about 12 years in the system. As our teacher, you know, let us treat with our teachers with respect, right? And let me stop advantaging them. Please and thank you. Do that for me, prayer. Right? Make it right over, sir. Do that for me, folks. You don't need the backstory. Blah blah blah. You don't need the backstory. Dataram, they're telling us, some of you are too young to know the name Dataram, but those of you who know the name, they said he's working out a plea deal, which means Dataram going to give up something for something. Right? That's the plea deal. Less time for more information. And this is this is nice time, you know. Oh, folks, be thankful. Be thankful. You weren't born to a boring age, Carmilla, Kurt Heidekan, Elizabeth Gaskin. There's one Gaskin I could tolerate. Elizabeth. Cheryl Castro Edwards. Clewashi Braffett. You didn't born to no boring time. There's always action. I want to see what comes out of this plea deal. You know, some of them can step off an airplane. Just like Dataram. Right? And then it's a bird, it's a plane, there's Uncle Sam gone with them. Rendition, Godfrey Montaigne, Karen Thorne, rendition, just like that. So Dataram went to the US after many years in January, and as he stepped off the flight, there was Uncle Sam waiting. You know, Uncle Sam always keeps a tally of your misdemeanor, always. But we're being made to understand that he's in a plea deal with prosecutors. So we're going to watch and see how this goes, Lester Williams. We're going to watch and see where it's going. Talking about that, good folks. Talking about that, we saw a strange mechanism today. We saw a strange mechanism and a strange headline, as you were, as we're in Dataram and US and who can go and who can come. We saw a headline, Shell cleared. You know, Shell Mohammed of Mohammed's Enterprise cleared. But I said, like, nobody can tell us. Nobody tell me candidate leader in the sheet that Shell had COVID. Shell cleared? What mean is this? What mean is this? Right? Then we see iNews. I say, like iNews swelling itself now. And this is the headline from iNews. From money laundering to murder, US firm clears Mohammed's of damning allegations. Now, this is not, we said this. This is iNews. From money laundering to murder. And this is, I'll just read the first paragraph. Following almost a year of investigations, the Berkeley Research Group, which operates out of Washington, D.C., has cleared the damning allegations leveled against popular businessman Nazar Shell Mohammed and his family. The Mohammeds, this is iNews. The Mohammeds in the past have been accused of money laundering, gold smuggling, murder, extortion, being involved in the drug trade, and gun running, among other serious crimes. iNews declares that from money laundering to murder, U.S. firm clears Mohammed, Shell Mohammed, of damning allegation. But we read through this, looking to see if in any way, you know, this organization, you know, is linked to the U.S. government. We were looking for that, but we couldn't find any links, because we say with this headline, you know, Mohammed's clear. I never accused Shell Mohammed of anything, so I was a little taken back. As I said, when I saw the thing I said was flu, Mr. Mohammed had. And he had some flu, he had some COVID, he cleared. Then I saw it's a legal issue. So I don't know. This company got authority to clear people? And I let them see what the US Embassy said now. Because, of course, if the Berkeley company cleared Shell, he got to be cleared. As I knew, so after all of these investigations, over a year, you know, and some other things, you know, a little striking in this report. I don't know who instituted the investigation. That'd be quite interesting. Right? Who hired, for instance, this firm to investigate Mr. Mohammed? Did he know he was being investigated? This Berkeley Research Group, who hired them? Did Mr. Mohammed knew he was being investigated? According to this report here, right? They spoke to a lot of people to clear Mr. Mohammed. Right? They said they talked to his friends, some of his business associates, and a whole long list here. You know, in an effort to clear him. I want to get to that paragraph. I thought it was very instructive. Right? How they went about doing it. A lot of people were spoken to, friends, business associates, and the likes. Very interesting article. You know, very interesting article. You put another couple of paragraphs on that could be a book. And a bestseller, I dare say. Yeah, interesting. Interesting journalism. So this Berkeley company has cleared. You know, according to them, I didn't realize all these things. That's like a whole book of serious crimes. Like it's a whole book. But the firm is cleared, and that's what iNews has declared. And if iNews said, of course, what can I say? What can lowly I say about these intricate matters? Yeah. What, what can I say? If I knew says it, let's say hello. If I knew says it. CC Forbes, if I knew says this. Who's we? If them boys said. Moving on, folks. Interesting. Interesting. This is Guyana, folks. This is Guyana. Yes, we by them boys section. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. So if you get accusations, I like that. You know, you can hire a firm to clear you. Right? You can hire a firm to clear you. You know, I'm happy to hear this. I didn't even know these things existed. Right? So people could do some private investigations and say, you're cleared. Right? You're clear. I like that. It's interesting. It's interesting. Right? Seymour George, Donna, very, very interesting. Like that phrase, we often say, this is Guyana. Sadie and Betsy Freeze, Pamela, Debbie says, oh, beautiful Guyana. Never dull moment. Love it. Wouldn't trade it for any country in the world. Hold up. That's a good. Hold up. Wouldn't trade for anything in the world. Shirin Baines. Where the oil money going? Where the oil money going? Where's going, folks? That's the question a lot of people are asking. Where's going? Seeing certain things. That's big of facts. They're telling us the IDB, the IMF rather, the International Monetary Fund, who said there's going to be a global downturn and we opened with economically, but Guyana leading the Caribbean in economic growth. It's where the money going though. Roderick, Beverly Romain, Noah, Debbie, where the money going? Ramilianda, Wayne Brown, Jamal Aziz, where the money going? Jamal said going to sue. Ping, ping, ping. One right answer. Right? Anton Douglas, where the money going? God damn it. Where it going? It isn't going by me. Since last July, them by Submissary, they're coming by me. Where it going? Economic growth. We don't want to hear nothing about economic growth. Your life better? I saw Jamaica Observer, Jamaica Gleaner pull out this story today on Twitter. I had to respond. I said, looks captivating and enchanting. You know, as our late great poet Marvin Carter would say, suspended thousands of miles away, it looks very, very enchanting to say, oh, leading the region economic growth. But see, man, come live with me. It's two different things. Or as the other poet in the region, Boja Banton, right? Who feel it knows. Not an easy road. The refrain of that song says, who feels it knows. So that's so nice. Economic growth and all of that. You won't persuade no public servant with that. You won't persuade the nurses with that. You won't persuade the teachers with this euphemism, economic growth. What I mean for we? You know, when the inflation rate outstripping whatever little 7.2 you get the other day. What does that mean for you? When every day we go to the jam shop and the goods increasing. What I mean for you? We're leading the region in economic growth for 2023. What I mean for you? When you got people in the private sector cannot even come up to scratch with the minimum wage that they agree to pay workers. What I mean for you? What I mean for you? When people not even remitting your NIS from the little pittance you're already being paid, Jaggerbacks and Trench Rappos don't even want to remit your NIS so you can get your benefits. What I mean for you? Economic growth. Leading the region. I don't mind we didn't lead in the region. If everybody did nice. Was nice time for everybody and we did lagging behind. But we lead in the region and get your retail all at the same time. So what's the sense of it? What is the sense of it? What's the sense of it? Moving on. Moving on. I want with another jam I'll find. Well, they say another shit come for pump more oil. We pumping, but how are you feeling like Leslie, Bella Belgrave, Yolanda Thomas, Paula Jarrett? How come we pumping, but we feeling nothing, Garrett David, Cicely Crawford? It has occurred to me that when you're pumping, you should feel something. Right? You should feel something, unless, I don't know. But we pumping, we're wasting time. If that activity is not yielding anything for all of us, Random Gordon, Shireen Baines, we're wasting time. They're telling us new platform has arrived to boost oil production in Guyana. For who? For who? Folks, since the advent of oil, we've discovered 30 or in excess of 30. I lost count of 30. I stopped counting. Oil discoveries, wells, 30. Has your life improved? For the majority of us, have your lives improved? So what does it matter if we have another platform come? Huh? What does it matter, as we said, with the economic growth? If it is not coming into your pocket, cha-ching, and my own, what's the point? Carol, Audrey, Rosetta, let's still be pumping until we pumping. But what's the point of it? Like I fed up now. This is waste time activity. If we're not becoming better services for our people, better remuneration for our people, then what is the point of it? I'm not here with pumping them, man. Let me start pump. Look, story here. Case in point. Now, this was either a letter or an article the folks saw in the press. Right? Water wars at Babujan. Former President Teddy Jagan must be tumbling somewhere in the great beyond. He rolling the somersaults by this time. Water wars at Babujan, a humanitarian mission. Want to do some work. And the guys are vexed. They want to press ahead. But something as basic as water, and somewhere sacred politically as Babujan, they can't get it. Poor water pressure. That's the headline. Right? In Starbuck News. Affecting humanitarian mission at Babujan. Can you imagine that was an article? Here how it reads. President of the Humanitarian Mission Guyana Incorporated, Suresh Sugwim, yesterday bemoaned the current situation they are facing as it relates to the poor water pressure at Babujan Port Moran Quarantine, where the mission building is located. Where's you are here? So you run away with biggest economic growth and leading the Caribbean. Don't tell it to people in Babujan who got water pressure problems. I said, don't bother with pressure, man. Don't bother with a little low pressure. We lead in the regional economic growth. New platform come for more pumping. Right? Now we can pump. Another third platform has come for pump out everything. Pump out everything. Pump, baby, pump. Don't want a low pressure, man. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. That's a mission complaining. Humanitarian mission. Low water pressure. At Babujan. 3 years in. Who them boys gonna blame now? Who you gonna blame now? You're running out of time. Right? You're running out of space with these lies. Running out. Poor water pressure. Wow. Wow. The truth hurts, Maureen Chichester Paul. The truth hurts, Roderick and Leslin. Seymour George, the truth hurts. It's hot. Y'all don't know where you're going. Young boy wants, he's asking for citizens to rally behind One Guyana. I think it was the Lord Mayor of Georgetown, Ubraj Narayan, who put it better. He said, no, One Guyana, it's one circle. It's one circle. If it's One Guyana, the people like Babu Jam will get proper water pressure. If it's One Guyana. Main thing, the staff at State House is crying out for water pressure. Babu Jam residents crying out though. Pressure, pressure. In my crab man voice. He wants Guyanese to rally behind One Guyana. They have cast aside the motto, one people, one nation, and one destiny. For this fiction, this charlatan phrase, this Pharisee phrase, One Guyana. You want that to rally. But in this One Guyana, folks, it's different strokes for different folks. It's not One Guyana, it's one circle. It's only some benefiting from all the pumping. It's only some. There's only some in this One Guyana. It's not One Guyana, it's one circle. It's one circle the money in. One circle. You know, them boys got me in court. One man accusing me, I call you a jagabat and a trench crapo. Right? I happen here with this firm. I want to do an investigation, clear me. Clear me. You know? Maybe then I could join you one circle. One circle. Not One Guyana, one circle. But people feel a different treatment in this one circle. And here, I see and heard the former president run out. Y'all know the fellow fit as a fiddle. Right? You must give Granger his due. He don't get it enough. Who vex? Y'all come for me. Who vex? This fellow had to fight cancer in his body and had to fight these jagabats at the same time and make it out alive. Done easy. That ain't easy. He said the greatest challenge to civil society and social cohesion is the PPP. Them is the greatest hindrances, Mr. One Circle. Yeah, them is the greatest challenge to social cohesion. Same folks who say, come and support. One Guyana folks, different strokes for different folks. That's why we there. Over the weekend, we see a big auntie run out. You know the trying with Tukuma Gunse, saying how he wants to cause racial disharmony among a lot of other things. A lot of people wrote against him what he said. A big auntie run out over the weekend and said a couple of things. I didn't see the same set of people. Oh, I didn't see the hypocrites. I ain't seen the hypocrites run out yet. Granger said them is the greatest hindrances to social cohesion. These hypocrites, greatest. Listen to what Big Auntie said over the weekend. Listen what she said.
You tell me, what you gonna do?
No, you put him out to the supplicant.
No,
He's
you
a
will.
black man, you know. Remember, he's a black man.
I'm not no black man.
Well,
I'm
you
of
don't like
African.
black people.
I'm of African origin. And none of me documents saying I'm black. Look black here. Hello. This is black. This is black. These two is the same.
Yes.
Some people
You're a
mentality. Me.
nigger.
I am not.
Yes.
You know what you're doing?
You're a slave.
Auntie, I'm a slave. Auntie, you don't worry. I want to tell you just about the president.
The president needs to be assassinated.
Well, I want, you see this? You know the president going to be assassinated and needs to be assassinated. You watch. The people going to come and we're going to visit your house.
Imagine I paid
No, you tell me,
years ago, don't
tell
pay
us
for
where
that
you're
back.
living, man. Since you know the president going to be
I never put the
assassinated.
street. I'm a
Give us the
vagrant.
information.
I'm a vagrant. I live on the street.
All right, we're going to find this vagrant that wants to assassinate the president.
Yeah.
You don't worry.
Yeah. You heard that, folks? You heard right. That's one of the things loading that we tracking. Nobody, irrespective of your political views, should ever want to harm you for holding those views. And so we condemn that. in the strongest possible terms. We might not agree with Irfan Ali policies and the direction they want to take this country in the direction of a one circle. We might not agree, but they say we want to wish anybody physical harm. A man, Chukuma Gunse, he said less than that. Recently, the felon terrorism charges. The felon terrorism charges, not these hypocrites. Some of them in the media too. Splash those headlines across social media, terrorism. You know, and quoted all the sections of the Constitution, all the sections of the laws. I saw one online publication described what that woman said there as threatening language, racial slurs. I see the usual suspect, the hypocrite. Irfan Ali, I ain't see come out yet. The hypocrite. Mark Phillips, I ain't see his come out yet. The hypocrite. Kwame McCoy, the hypocrite. Jack Neal, the hypocrite. Vinaya Prasad, the hypocrite. Priya Manichan, I ain't see them yet. Respond to those caustic words of Big Auntie. I ain't see them. But Chukuma Gunse, he's the political foe. He's the political enemy. So you use all the powers of the state available to you, and even beyond that, to try to bring him down and to score cheap political points, jagabats and trench crappos. That's what they're doing. Good folks, let us hasten on. Let us hasten on. At least they detain us there for too long, but we're looking to see the response of the usual suspects. We're looking to see it. We're looking. Will we see it? Rox McKenzie. Will we see it? Wesley Ward. Will we see it? Savage, Tish, Carl, Miller, Rosetta Barton. Will we see it? Chinsing Henry. We look at, and we look at. Will we see it? Perhaps not. Perhaps. Hear these Jagabat sing. Hear these Jagabat sing. They had a UK diaspora engagement. Look story. Oh, the folks in the diaspora must champion Ghana's interest internationally. You mean the same interest Babu Jam people crying out for little high water, little heavy water pressure? That same interest? The same interest where the Guyanese Babu, Terry Gadraj, say I don't even want to recognize him. All the years of service he put in culturally. That's the same interest? That same interest? Look, take several seats. Sit down. Take several seats. You're in the wrong spot. You borrowed roads. Corruptionism. And it took the former Auditor General to tell us these guys are not only breaching procurement rules, right? They're breaching the Constitution. Breaching the Constitution with this EID card, the smart IDs that they are proposing. Breaching it. Breaching tender procurement rules with a set of shady characters. And he pointed us to the relevant legislation. Right? Contracts that are signed must have an allocation in the budget to pay for them. This EID contract and done. And he pointed to the fact that the very Attorney General said they got to bring it to Parliament now. And when they're discussing the funding, they're going to ventilate any other issues related to these EIDs. There's a whole host of illegalities and inconsistencies and irregularities involving this contract. It's like what we found in the ballot boxes at the recount. Illegalities, inconsistencies, irregularities, among other things. And the fellow is saying, scrap the contract. Scrap it. I believe this fellow. And I say, let's do what he says. Scrap the contract. With the haste in which they've signed this. And look, you know who surfaced? The man who sell them the Sputnik V for twice the market price. And then was hell to get the full batch from him he's featuring as an intermediary in this process here. Sheikh Dalmur Al Maktoum. Ilan back? Ilan back. He has resurfaced as an intermediary now in this 34 million US contract. He's resurfaced. He come back. He lash out. He run out. He swim out. Yep. Moving on, folks. We don't want to detain you guys a minute longer than we have to. Moving on, folks. Moving on. Folks, you take it easy. The Ghana Athletics Association, the Ghana Athletics Commission, the Ghana Olympics Association, a number of individuals, have voiced serious concern with the treatment of our athletes, who, in spite of all the challenges and setbacks over the last 3 days, rose to the occasion that was the Carifta Games and brought home 8 medals, of which we say, take a bow, congratulations, our young people. But the staging, the transporting, the logistics, getting our team there. Oh God, we dropped the ball so many times. If it was a relay, we would have lost. We didn't even bring on the silver. And that goes to the organizers. The organizers, well, as we showed during the course of the day in our other programs, the responsible agency didn't seem to want to ruffle too many feathers. Didn't seem to want to ruffle too many feathers at all in apportioning who's to blame. And this is what CAD want to sell on the international stage. They had one thing to do, one thing. One damn thing to do. Not even that. They could do with any degree of professionalism. And in spite of that, that is to tell the talent our young people got. In spite of the jagabats and scrappos that they got to deal with, they rose above all of that and triumph at the Carifta Games. Right? Well, the responsible agency, the president spoke, and the amount of things he said went wrong, I don't know how he could say he want to lay blame at nobody. I wonder why he's playing his political cards real straight. Take a look and take a listen.
Look, we could have had, I get to understand what would have happened to Miss Hodge, where a thunderstorm could have hit. The flight that's supposed to be bringing her to the championship is not there anymore, and hence you're stranded. And you'll hear people would say, well, you should have gone in the day before. We think that we had everything planned out nicely. We had all of our stuff all our ducks lined up in order, that we were going to get our tickets at this time. We were given the assurance that yes, the tickets were still there up to the day before when we got the GOA check and we approached the travel agency, only to be told that all the tickets are gone. That situation, yes, we will probably re-examine our relationship with a particular travel agency. Yes, we need to re-examine how early do we start getting funds in for, a venture like this. This venture, sending these athletes out there, the budget was over 9 million. But I'm sure that we will way gone past budget right now because of the extra that we have to spend on travel. The question is, as I said, things can go wrong. Things can go wrong along the way. But how we respond to when things go wrong is what's going to make us strong. What we had to do as an association was battle along and say, listen to me, we are making a decision now that this team must go. And let us put out all stops to ensure that they get there. Come next Carifta, I can give you all assurances that things are going to be done a lot earlier. Yes, we're still hampered by the late Schools Nationals and Joint Services Championship. Yes, we're still hampered by not getting a budgetary allocation, let's say, from the government again and the GOA on a timely basis. And I know sometimes the response will be that, well, you're right late. But I know this time around, everybody had our budget from since the year before. And they knew every single meet that we were going to or that we planned to go to. I'm not casting blame at anyone because at the end of the day, ultimately, the movement of that team relies on the Athletics Association of Guyana. And we at the Athletics Association of Guyana need to put our heads together and come up with a better formula in handling our athletes going forward.
We're still hampered by all those things. But we won't blame nobody. This is Guyana. We won't blame nobody. Bring his political cards. You know, straight down the center. we won't blame nobody. You know? Yeah. We hope. The next trip around is vastly different. Come on, folks. Come on. If not for ourselves, for our young people who've done us so proud in spite. I want to say congrats to them. Again, the closer, as we wrap up, folks, the closer. Keep saying to you guys, when you're seeing in broad daylight, don't take lamp stick for the look from nighttime. Don't do it. The rigging of the next election has already started by the PPP. It has already started. They are putting the pieces in place. And I hope you're perceptive enough, Carolyn, perceptive enough, Patricia Wren, perceptive enough, Dolly and Osman and Gaddis, Yvonne, perceptive enough to connect the dots. Vincent Alexander, Commissioner of GCOM, told us, as a matter of fact, Vincent Alexander was elected over the weekend, re-elected as the chairman for the Boredom Foundation. Congrats to him and the entire team. He also serves as a commissioner to GCOM, and he outlined just yesterday on Politics 101 with Dr. David Hines the appointment of the most recent appointee at GCOM, Mr. O'Neill Giddings, and what encapsulated that appointment. I wonder when the diplomatic corps, listen to a commissioner, if it don't stir something up in them, to pursue that, to find out what is happening here. The pieces are being fit together, folks. Some of y'all can get attached, like your flambeau, and you're outside keeping watch at them polling places. Be too late. Too late, folks. Folks, this is Commissioner of GCOM. The audio is a little spotty, so abide with us. But the content, listen to how he talks about how they went around appointing the new DCO and the Deputy Chief Elections Officer, Mr. Giddings. This is Mr. Vincent Alexander, a commissioner who understands the process, sits around the table. Listen to him. Listen to him. Quite recently, as I said, with Dr. David Hines on Politics 101. Listen to him. It's a short excerpt. Listen to him.
And then we had this long hiatus, dilly and dally, and all sorts of complaints about interviewing for the DCO. Interestingly, that position was also re-advertised, and a person who had not previously applied was the additional person coming onto the landscape after it was re-advertised. So that person applied, and clearly at the time of application did not meet the requirement, and more particularly did not have the number of years of experience. They had about 3 years of experience at the time when he applied. And we dillied and dallied and found all sorts of reasons not to proceed with the recruitment process. And during that period of dillying and dallying, we saw that person being appointed to a non-existent position of coordinator of operations, all of which would have provided basis to argue that he was experienced. But we pushed back on that position, and after some time, information which had not been brought to our knowledge, he was appointed without the commission knowing. It's only because we inquired that we eventually knew after months this had occurred. And after about 2 months of arguing that it was an irregular act, there was no such position as coordinator of operations, no vacancy. In the instance if there were a vacancy, it is the commission that is responsible for managing that recruitment. The commission was in no way involved in that recruitment. And after arguing that case for about 2 months, the appointment was rescinded. But the process of delaying the identification of the DCU continued. We had shortlisted, and then we were told that given there was a new commissioner, that there was need for that commission to be given an opportunity to shortlist. And I think that took about 8 months. About 8 months for him to shortlist. And when he shortlisted, then it took him some time to be available for the interviews. By which time the other fellow was, so probably in their view, accumulating the time required to meet the requirements. But we got to the recruitment process without him having the required number of years. By that time, he'd fallen short by 3 months. But if one was to consider that he should have applied, having met the requirements, he was well short at the time of his application by 1 year. We then proceeded to the interviews, and in like manner with the previous appointments, notwithstanding the applicant himself admitted he did not have the required number of years, we saw another concoction to have him selected. And that concoction saw the chairperson herself seeking to disqualify the other applicant using the reverse mechanism that was used to ensure the CEO was appointed. When the CEO was being appointed, they found out
Robert Commissioner Alexander called it a concoction to appoint the DCEO, folks. All of the pieces are being moved into place. Shauna Fortune and Betsy Freeze and Bantu King and Facebook user Rox McKenzie and all the other folks joining us across social media. All of the pieces, the stones are being laid for what is to come. We better open our eyes. We better open our eyes. And in the coming days, we're going to focus more and more. So you can connect the dots to see what's being done and how them boys doing it. That's our time, folks. And that's our program. That's our time. That's our program. Help us to keep going, folks. Pace and power. This is how you can do precisely that, folks. Helping us to go pace and power.
Getting the best in the ring. Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring? Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592@gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
That's the last bell. That's the last bell. That's the last bell, folks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here and staying with us in the overtime. That's our program. That's our time tonight. Marcia Dorset and Lil Lam Churan and Rosetta Barton Blackish Shelley and Sandra Hanover, Auntie Sandra Hanover, Desmond David and Claire Alexis, Charmely Richmond, Ingrid Carter, Rosetta Barton, Heather Rowe. Good to see each and every one of you. Share the live as you're on your way out, folks. Smash that emoji button and remember to partner with us as well, good folks. Partner with us as well. Do that for us as you folks are on your way out of the Coliseum, out of the arena, out of the stadium. Partner with us so we can continue moving forward, folks. We got 9:25 at our end. Thanks for staying with us well into the overtime. The East Bank is still looking quite beautiful from our end, good folks. Still looking quite beautiful. We're going to cut away to a live shop there. That's the East Bank. Heading up to Diamond, we got some very special people living. You know, aunties and uncles, very special people living. That's the East Bank, and you can see the day is drawing to still, folks. The day is drawing to still. Thanks for being here with us, each and every one of you. We are grateful, tremendously grateful, guys. Tremendously grateful. Thanks for joining us. That's our time. That's our program. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe. Yvonne Daly and Dolly and Drupati Singh and Out Front Parts and Yvonne and Sharon Castro Edwards, all the other folks. Thanks for joining us. That's our time and that's our program. Stay safe.